Well, I've been cutting this field for, I don't know, 38 years, and I've never seen this section as wet as it is right now in the middle of summer. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Dave from Rolling Hills Farm here. You can see the tractor and mower are hitched up, and we're going out today to do what probably every other farm in America has already started doing. We're going to mow some hay. It's been a very late start. In fact, this is the latest start in haying that we've had in the 40 years we've lived here on this farm and farmed this area. It's been a wet June, and but we're going to get started. Before we fire up the mower, we've got to take a look at a couple of fields and see where the best place is to start. This is one of our newer alfalfa fields, and it's really thick, but it's in probably 30% blossom. It's at maximum protein just as it begins to bloom, and so that's when you want to cut it, if at all possible. I mean, this alfalfa is up to my waist, and the grass, some of it volunteer barley, is up over my head. So this is some really nice alfalfa. So there's a little bit of barley sticking up, but this is brand new alfalfa, and it's really nice. We're not used to seeing alfalfa over the top of the mower here, but it is. So I'm going to gear down, just giving my mower a chance to work through this alfalfa and to make sure I cut it all and don't just push it over, because there's some blowdown out there. We had heavy rain and high winds a couple of weeks ago, so sections of this field are down up on top of the hill. Back over here on the home field, I've run into standing water that I just can't mow through. So you can see the area that I left standing because it's just too wet. We're sinking in too much. It kind of starts right up ahead here and goes all the way over to the middle of the field. Will make for some ugly baling, that's for sure, but every pass over these wet spots you run the risk of sinking and making ruts in the field. So you can see this is what we were running into, kind of a higher part of the field. It's not the lowest part of the field, but standing water right out here. The lower part of the field is over that way, but here's where the standing water is. So we're going to end up having to, we won't even be able to ted this because it'll just make a bigger mess. So we're going to end up going around this whole wet spot and then just picking up the hay that we've already cut maybe in a few days, and waiting, it might be a couple weeks before we can cut this spot all the way across. Well, I've been cutting this field for, I don't know, 38 years, and I've never seen this section as wet as it is right now in the middle of summer. Now, after lunch, we moved over to a higher section of the field. You can see this is just regular grass hay, and not nearly as tall as where we were cutting before, but the good news is it's very dry. Uh-oh, that is bad news. An indication that I've bent a blade. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look right there. And right there. I actually can put new blades on, and I carry spares in the toolbox right there behind me, along with the tools I need. But since we're so close to the shop, I'm going to head up to the shop so I can use my my DeWalt gun. This hay is totally different than the hay on the other side of the field. Really no clover or alfalfa to speak of. Beautiful Timothy, up 2.5, 3 feet. It'll be really good square bales for the horses. Well, there. That's nearly 30 acres of hay down. Plan to bale over the next 2 days, including this hay, which should be really nice square bale hay, at least a couple of loads. So now we need weather, and we need no more showers. Thanks for watching. We'll let you know how it goes.